Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Loose football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
40 extra points.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 25. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Smith catches left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's third down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. That's out to the left and complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Complete.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
to number 19,
Adam Thielen. Touchdown. With his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Lions nothing. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Here's a quick throw to Thielen. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
On the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. The killer here, it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a gain of 3.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Stafford. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
4 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll try and run it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 of the 15. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. 24-yard line.
10-10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzes, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra men. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play, Clyde.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The Viking ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Play action. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jack Fox now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself, because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Yard to go.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. How will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Raiders to kick off for Detroit.
The final two quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Just shy of the goal line. A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra score.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Eric Kendricks.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Steps away.
4-yard line.
And out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Good. The score, Vikings 27, Lions 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
7 at the 28-yard line.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of 1st. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. Get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 53-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Boy, just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Short throw to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Vikings.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Cook, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again to Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got Kyle Rudolph.
Jackson.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
A gain of 7.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Quick strikeout run by Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And Jackson throwing once more. It's caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
He is good.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Johnson. And he's got room. Well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And it'll be incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. first chance for the backup here to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
The tackle made.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Vikings first down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Pass complete to number
Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rudolph being chased out left. He completes it right side of the lane. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
You call it? We all it, baby.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pick at the 25. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
He's going to let it fly. As time has run out on this football game.
Lions,
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Lions, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.